Who was your guys' pacer?
So we had three. We had there were two Kenyan athletes and then Alex Yee.
Alex Yee, that's right.
Yeah,
I knew there was a big name pacer.
yeah. So having him there was really nice. Like obviously he's so accomplished in triathlon. He's kind of won everything there is to win, and then he's also a 206 marathon guy, so he
Yeah.
knew exactly what he's doing. So yeah, he was supposed to take us at 65:15 through, or 63:15, sorry, through halfway, and I think we were like 63:14. Like he hit it spot on, and then yeah, he went to 28K, and then one of the other guys went as far as 30, and then the last pacer actually went the whole way to 35K. So
Wow.
yeah, I really couldn't have asked for a more perfect pacing setup. It was ideal.
Your splits were amazing in the race. 103.14, and then you came back with, well, 102.54. Pretty money for a marathon. That's like dream, splits. I mean, going to like halfway, I mean, you guys are essentially rolling three flat Ks, give or minus a second or two every K. Like, were you feeling like pretty comfortable still at that point, even up to 30K or no?
Like ish. Like it came and went. I was a lot of the time I was kind of, we had a pack of probably the Pacers, and then maybe like there was maybe seven or eight of us. And I was always kind of like at the back of that group. I don't know. I was like trying to conserve as much energy as I could, but also there were definitely times where I was like feeling like I was really kind of like on edge.
Mm.
Yeah, kind of went through a little rough patch maybe from 25 to 30K. The group kind of split up a little bit after 25K, and then it came back together around like 28. And then yeah, around 20 miles I actually started feeling kind of good. Like I was like, all right, I actually feel like I can push on here. And then yeah, that kind of, the last 10K was, I felt like we were strong. Like it was me, Paddy, and Muhammad. Muhammad were together that whole kind of last 10K. So I felt like we were definitely like picking it up. Like having a clue. I wasn't looking at my watch like at all during the race. So I just saw what we came through halfway in and kind of figured we were probably going to run a faster second half if kind of kept the lights together. So yeah, it was me and Paddy kind of took turns at kind of pushing that last 10K, and Muhammad took the lead once or twice as well.
Yeah.
And then I feel like it got a little tactical towards the end. I kind of knew that I needed to put in a surge at some point to kind of try break the group apart. Yeah,
Nice.
I made a move with about a mile to go, and wasn't really sure if I'd be able to stay away or not. But I was like, I screw it, I gotta try something, and it was definitely the most painful move I've ever made. And
Yeah.
last mile was the most painful mile I've ever ran, I'd say. But it was, I probably my fastest mile of the race, so it was definitely, I was getting confidence from how like kind of, I'd never felt that in a marathon before, where I was definitely like physically I was feeling really sore, but I was like feeling strong and able to push, which was exciting and kind of like got me through that last 10K.
How do you feel like how'd you dig out of that hole you're in between 25 and 30K? Was it just a matter of like getting some carbs back in the system?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think like you just kind of, I think it's natural to kind of like go through bits
Yeah.
where you don't feel great. The plan was yeah to get to 20 miles, so that was kind of like I wasn't giving myself an option of like dropping back, or because that's kind of something I'd done in the past, like a year ago and around in Dusseldorf. I like dropped off the group at like 10K, basically just kind of like ran my own race from there, whereas I wasn't really giving myself that out in London. So yeah, just kind of, obviously it wasn't super rough or I would have dropped back or dropped off, but I think yeah, just kind of came in waves, but luckily kind of the up wave came at the right time.
Yeah. There's a sick video, that huge account Runners Nerd, he posts like all
Yeah,
these. I'm just like, how is this guy like every race on earth? Like he's like all the big like at least in Europe, he's like at every race filming the pros. And like, how is like this guy doing this?
yeah, that was a good moment in the race too. I think that was somewhere in the last
Right.
mile. So I think that was right after kind of I made my move. So that was yeah, a rough time for me, but it was cool.
Yeah. You look strong in the video though, and I mean, the video was like Muhammad was so close to you still that he was in like the same clip. I mean, you probably had like 3, 4 seconds on him in the video. Were you thinking at all, like, I know I kind of maybe hyped this up myself on the last podcast, but like within your pack was all the top Brits. So like,
Mhm.
I guess in your mind, if like you won the pack, like you beat all the Brits in the race, was that going through your head at all, like to beat some of these guys in the?
Yeah, yeah, a little bit. One thing, Alistair had said before and we looked at was who else was in the race and who was going to be in those top groups. So we kind of thought there were going to be about like 12 people probably like up the road ahead of us in those first two groups. So just kind of with the way marathons go, like some of those were definitely going to drop out or drop back or whatever. So kind of the thinking was the winner of our group was going to get top 10 in the race. So that was something I definitely had in my mind, and definitely in that last 5K. I think I knew because we were rolling pretty fast. I was like, at this point, I'm going to be pretty happy regardless of what the time is, but I want to focus on trying to beat as many people as possible. Um, so yeah, definitely, I suppose nice to get top European in the race. It wasn't really like
Yeah.
what I was. Yeah, it was only when someone said it to me afterwards. I was like, oh yeah, that's sick.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
yeah,
like,
it was more like it was obviously bragging rights. It's nice to
yeah.
beat the Brits on their home course, but it was more so just trying to beat as many people as possible.
Yeah, I mean, you got ninth place at the London Marathon with like, I mean, this was the world record race too. There's a ton of studs in this race. Like you were next behind Jeffrey Kamworor, who's won New York before. He's a great marathoner himself. So pretty dang legit result. Do you feel like you've entered like a new arena now? Like at these majors, do you think like now every time you step on a major start line, you're like, I can be in the, top five conversation at these?
Yeah, hopefully. I think I'm definitely like this is only my fourth marathon still, so I think I'm definitely learning a lot about it, and have been with the Puma group for like coming up on 2 years. So I think I'm still like getting used to the training, and definitely clearly like still improving. So I'd love to keep that going. But yeah, I think definitely with like New York in the half, like competing at the front of that race, and then in London finishing top 10, it's exciting, and I would love to keep it going. And yeah, definitely it's always fun like being towards the front of races. Like I mean, not that I was really close to the front of the race in London, but people
Yeah.
wise there wasn't many ahead of me, so it's good.